Hello, BookTube. It's a Sunday. Steel colored skies. A little warmer than usual, though. So we got patches of snow here and there and lots of mud. So Vermont has about 16,000 miles of road in the state, and about 8,000 of it is dirt roads. And so you're going to deal with mud if you live up here during the spring. And we are almost to the spring. So I went out today, a place called Listen. It's sort of like a Goodwill. It's a charity shop. And found some books, so I thought I'd show you what they are. So the first thing I got is a box set of these Terry Goodkind, and it's Wizard's First Rule, Stone of Tears, and Blood of the Fold. So I did read the first one years and years ago, and I never kept up with it, so maybe I'll start that again. So this was $3.75. They look like they're in pretty good shape. And I found another one in the series. Paid 75 cents for that. And that's Soul of the Fire. A little later in the series from what I can tell. Yeah, it looks like there's, I would need to find Temple of the Winds. Then, a book I've been hearing a lot about, but I have not read, and an author I have not read. Patrick Rothfuss, The Name of the Wind. So I thought I'd pick this up and give it a try. Like I say, I keep seeing it on BookTube, and it looks interesting. So that was 75 cents. The individual paperbacks are 75 cents, and then, so not too bad a deal. So then this next couple of books, I used to have these and the first one when I was younger, and I really like them. One of them's in real good shape here, and one needs a little bit of mending, which I can do no problem. And that's the Science Fiction Hall of Fame volumes. I'd like to find the first one. I introduced me to a lot of science fiction when I was younger. So the first one here is volume 2A. And let me see here. The greatest science fiction novellas of all time, edited by Ben Bova and chosen by the members of the Science Fiction Writers of America. It's published by Avon Books, and it was published in 1973. So volume 1, which I had before, had been short stories, if I remember right. And I think Robert Silverberg introduced that, edited and introduced that one. So this one has an introduction by Ben Bova, Call Me Joe by Poole Anderson, Who Goes There by John W. Campbell, Nerves by Lester Del Rey, which I thought came out as an individual paperback at one time, Del Rey Books, Universe by Robert A. Heinlein, The Marching Morons by C.M. Kornbluth, Vintage Season by Henry Kuttner and C.L. Moore, And Then There Were None by Eric Frank Russell, The Ballad of the Lost Smell by Cordwainer Smith. I don't know if you say that Smell or Smell. Anything by Cordwainer Smith. Baby is Three by Theodore Sturgeon. The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. And With Folded Hands by Jack Williamson. So that's quite a lineup of stories there, huh? I was thrilled to find these again, 75 cents. And this one is the same thing, but volume 2B, but this has one of those hard covers on it, even though it's a paperback size. It's been rebound. And this one is, again, edited by Ben Bova. And this is the third printing, but the first Avon printing was in 1974. And again, a great list of stories, so it'll be fun to revisit. Again, an introduction by Ben Bova. The Martian Way by Isaac Asimov. Earthman Come Home by James Blish. Rogue Moon by Algis Budrys. The Spectre General by Theodore Cogswell. The Machine Stops by E.M. Forrester. The Midas Plague by Frederick Pohl, The Witches of Carys by James H. Schmitz, E for Effort by T.L. Sherrod, In Hiding by Wilmar H. Sherris, The Big Front Yard by Clifford D. Simak, and The Moon Moth by Jack Vance. So there's quite a bit of interesting looking reading there. So some of them I've read before. Then not too long ago, a couple months ago I think, I did a book chat about John Scalzi's Old Man's War. And after reading it, I'm on the lookout for his stuff. And this is, I really enjoyed that book. So this is the sequel to Old Man's War. And this is called The Ghost Brigades by John Scalzi. Again, 75 cents. Used paperback. This is, first mass market edition was 2007. The book came out in 2006 originally. Let's see here. The Ghost Brigades are the special forces of the Colonial Defense Forces, elite troops created from the DNA of the dead and turned into the perfect soldiers for CDF's toughest operations. They're young, fast, strong, and totally without normal human qualms. The universe is a dangerous place for humanity, and it's about to become more dangerous. 3 races we fought before have allied to halt our expansion into space. Their linchpin, the turncoat scientist Charles Boutin, who knew the CDF's biggest secrets. To prevail, the CDF must find out why Boutin did what he did. I'm sure it'll be good. Like I say, I really enjoyed his last one. Then finally here, I picked up, this was actually $2.75, and it's one of these oversized paperbacks, trade paperback, I mean. And this is the Maps in a Mirror, the short fiction of Orson Scott Card. And this is the first Orb edition, January 2004. And I always liked cards, like I like Speaker for the Dead, Ender's Game. I really like the Alvin Maker stories. So this one has is broken up into books, and each book has short stories. So it looks like there's 5 books. They tell you where they were published. I'll just give some examples. Fat Farm was published in Omni in January 1980. Quietus was in the same magazine in 79. Prior Restraint was an Aboriginal site, SF, which that was a great magazine. I used to get that. That was from 1986. Let's see. Lost Boys was in the Magazine of Fantasy and Science Fiction, October 89. And yeah, let's look at some of these other. Let's see. Sand Magic was in Swords Against Darkness 4, edited by Andrew J. Offutt. Monkeys Thought 'Twas All in Fun, Analog, 79. And then Prentice Alvin and the No Good Plow, Poetry. It was in Sunstone in 89. So yeah, there's quite a mix here. Here's a couple of the pages of the, I'll go backwards here on the table of contents. So not a bad little book haul. Didn't spend too much money. They're mostly paperbacks. But a couple that I'm really looking forward to. So, thank you, BookTube.